Hey, what's going on? Okay, well, I just ordered a wireless system for my guitars off of Amazon, and I picked this one up right here. This is, I haven't even opened I just literally opened the box, but never took the package out of the box yet. So, I mean, I've used wireless guitar systems before in the past. The last one I had was like a Sennheiser. Uh, did a really good job, but the problem is, I mean, old school wireless systems from back in the day, you had your big receiver, which actually was like the size of this box that would just rest on your amp, and then you have this little power pack which clips onto your guitar strap or your belt, and plug your guitar in. Even though it was wireless, there was still some wiring that had to go around, and sometimes it was a little bit inconvenient, and then you gotta set the frequency and do all that stuff. But I mean, nowadays they've evolved, and I picked this one up for like, it was actually 40 bucks, believe it or not. And this is a company called Getaria, or I don't even know how you pronounce it. But this one is the 2 gigahertz version. I guess that's why it's 40 bucks. They actually have one for around uh, $50 to $60, which is a 5 gigahertz frequency. So, ooh, something dropped. Actually, whoa! I didn't even know. Look at this. It actually comes with a really cool Getaria guitar pick. Let me take it out of the plastic here. This is pretty sweet. It's metal. It's shiny. And if you could see real close here, it has a QR code on there that you can scan with your phone and actually activate the form to fill out the extended warranty. That's pretty clever. Actually, that's pretty good marketing on their end. So offer you the extended warranty, and in exchange they give you a really cool looking guitar pick. Okay, so this is the device. Again, the old school wireless systems where the receivers were fairly large, but this is really all you get. So this piece right here will go into your amplifier, and this goes right into your guitar or your bass or whatever you decide to use wirelessly. So I keep dropping stuff here. That's actually it's the instruction manual. So I'm going to grab one of my guitars and we'll try it out. Okay, so I decided to use the test on my Jackson JS32 Dinky. I picked this one because it's one of my favorite guitars and the most recent one that I got. So, okay, let's see. I haven't even taken the device out of the box yet. So, okay. And these seem pretty cool. They're very flexible. You can position it each way depending on the positioning of your input jack on your guitar. So if you have your jack on the body itself, you can actually plug it in like like a Fender Stratocaster. Plug it in this way and then just position the piece so it just sits comfortably, doesn't look awkward sticking out. Or on most guitars where the input jack is right here on the bottom, so it just, the way this is designed, it looks like it just kind of wraps around the body. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's plug it in and check this out. First we got to pair it, obviously. Okay, so how do we pair this unit? Let's look at the instruction manual. Okay, so what I did was paired it up. I guess once it's paired, the lights should be solid green like that. And what is this? Guitar cable. Hopefully we'll never have to use these again, and have the risk of having them all tangled up or you tripping all over them on stage and whatnot. But you know what? I don't suggest leaving these at home. Always bring these with you because it is a good backup. If the battery goes on your wireless, you know you got something to fall back on, just not fall over. Okay, so we won't be needing this right now. Let's see. Okay, we put the silver one into the amp itself. Cool. Again, you can position this either way. I'll just leave it up like that to the side. And this one goes into the guitar. Just like that. And then you could fold it down or just tuck it in the back like that. So it just kind of gives it a little cleaner look. So, all right, let's turn the amp on. Look at that. Of course, it does come with a charging cable, so you can charge them. It's like if you got a gig, you know, that you can charge these the night before, and you'll have full range, good to go. From what I understand, I believe the battery life is like 24 hours, I think. But I could be wrong, could check, but you know what? There's no lag. I didn't find any lag. No lag, no, it basically sounds the way it would sound if I had plugged it with a guitar cable. Okay, so I am in my living room. Granted, I live in an apartment, so I mean, it's a pretty small square footage, but the room's on the other side of this wall. I'm in the living room. Let's hear how this sounds out here. Well, look at that. Okay, so we heard it out in my living room. You can actually, I don't know how clear the video would sound, but from where I was standing, I heard my guitar on the other side of the wall in my room. I was in my living room. So now I plugged the receiver directly into the amp. Now, what happens if you have a pedal board or an extra pedal? I'm going to see what would happen if I plugged it into my wah pedal. Okay, so I plugged it into the instrument output of the wah pedal, but of course, since all effects pedals require two cables, and I only have one wireless unit, I had to plug an extra cable that goes directly into the amp. But let's give it a try. Well, I'm pretty convinced. I mean, for a 2 gigahertz frequency wireless system, it sure has a pretty decent amount of range. But again, I wouldn't so much go for the 5 gigahertz at this time. I mean, unless you're playing really, really large stages or maybe arenas or something like that. But, you know, I mean, a lot of us haven't even gone to that level. But if you're playing a normal size stage or even just small intimate bar or whatever, I mean, these things are perfect. Again, it's like $40 off of Amazon. You know, you really can't go wrong. So now we know how this Getaria wireless system works. Works great directly just from guitar and to amp, or you can connect it into your effects pedals. Yeah, two, which I think I'm gonna do. You have your receiver into your instrument output, and then you could put another one on this side straight to the amp, and have the receiver for the second pair into the amp. So yeah, I think this is just one of the best things I've ever invested for 40 bucks on Amazon. The company's called Getaria, however you want to pronounce it. I'm not really sure where their manufacturing factory is, but they have several other brands that are just like this, similar style, same functionality. But for $40, you really just can't beat that. And sound quality sounds great. It doesn't change or hinder the sound of my guitar or anything else. So definitely a good buy.